Imagine a world where surgery was a gamble with death. Infections like sepsis and gangrene claim nearly half of all surgical patients. This was the grim reality of medicine before one man dared to change everything. Dr. Joseph Lister. Dr. Joseph Lister, known today as the father of modern surgery, revolutionized medicine by introducing antiseptic techniques that transformed patient care forever. Inspired by Louis Pasteur's germ theory, he proved that infections were not inevitable but preventable. Every sterile scalpel used today, every disinfected wound treated in hospitals, every life saved by modern surgery owes its existence to Dr. Joseph Lister's vision. This is not just the story of one man, it is the story of humanity's triumph over infection. It is the story of how Dr. Joseph Lister's courage and innovation saved millions of lives and laid the foundation for modern healthcare. Join us as we unveil the genius of Dr. Joseph Lister, a pioneer whose legacy continues to echo through every operating room and every life saved by modern medicine.
In the mid-19th century, surgery was a perilous endeavor, a desperate last resort where survival was often left to chance. Post-operative infections like sepsis and gangrene claimed countless lives. Surgeons worked without sterilized tools, bare-handed, and in blood-stained attire, unaware of the invisible enemy that lurked in their midst. This was a time before germ theory, before antisepsis, a time when surgery was as feared as the diseases it sought to cure. But amidst this chaos and despair, emerged a man whose vision would forever change the face of medicine. A man who dared to challenge centuries of tradition, Dr. Joseph Lister. Joseph Lister was born on April 5, 1827, into a Quaker family that valued education, discipline, and scientific inquiry. His father, Joseph Jackson Lister, was an amateur scientist who revolutionized optical science by improving the achromatic microscope. This early exposure to scientific discovery ignited young Joseph's curiosity, a curiosity that would later drive him to question long-held medical beliefs. Lister pursued his medical education at University College London and later trained under James Syme at Edinburgh Royal Infirmary. Here he developed his meticulous approach to surgery and began questioning why so many patients succumbed to infections after seemingly successful operations. In 1865, Lister encountered Louis Pasteur's germ theory, the revolutionary idea that microorganisms caused fermentation and decay. For Lister, this was a revelation. He began to suspect that these same microorganisms were responsible for the deadly infections plaguing surgical patients. Lister hypothesized that if germs could be killed or prevented from entering wounds, post-operative infections could be avoided altogether. His weapon of choice? Carbolic acid, a substance previously used to treat sewage. That same year, Lister treated an 11-year-old boy with a severe compound fracture, a wound that would almost certainly have led to infection and death under normal circumstances. Using dressings soaked in carbolic acid and sterilized instruments, he performed the procedure. The result was nothing short of miraculous. The wound healed without infection, a rarity in those days. Lister's success marked the beginning of antiseptic surgery, an approach that dramatically reduced surgical mortality rates from nearly 50% to just 15%. Despite initial skepticism from his peers, he tirelessly advocated for antiseptic techniques through lectures and publications. Lister's work inspired advancements worldwide. In Germany, Ernst von Bergmann introduced heat sterilization for surgical tools. While in America, William Halsted popularized sterile gloves, both direct evolutions of Listerian principles. Even royalty recognized his genius. Queen Victoria herself underwent surgery performed under antiseptic conditions by Lister, a moment that solidified his reputation as one of history's greatest medical pioneers. Today, every sterile scalpel used in surgery and every disinfected wound treated in hospitals is a silent tribute to Joseph Lister's enduring legacy. His principles remain at the heart of modern medicine, proof that one man's vision can save millions of lives. Joseph Lister taught us that progress begins with courage, the courage to challenge old beliefs and embrace new ideas for the betterment of humanity.
Unlocking secret stories told, diving through knowledge, winning hearts where every question is a work of art. Tales that can touch, truths that find, teach you wisdom in, etch you wisdom in, set your mind flow, quizzes spark, tales unveil, stories of triumph, courage that sails, create, inspire, reach for the skies. Every second wisdom lies, grow wiser, bond tighter, with those you cherish make your world brighter.
Unlock wonder, step on the stage. Live tycoon, whiz for the stage. Rich moment.